Dear children, we already discussed about the term globalization. So, our today's next topic is globalization. Children, globalization is the outcome of the policies of liberalization and privatization. About the MNCs and the term globalization, I already discussed with you in the first lecture. Kindly go through with the previous lecture. Globalization is an outcome of various policies that aim to transform the world towards greater interdependence and integration. I repeat, that aims to transform the world towards greater interdependence and integration. It aims to create a broader world. It resulted in greater access to global markets, means where one country traded their products to another countries, trade rises, link rises with all over the world in the globe. It created efficient markets and increased competition. Then it advanced technology. That is second point, it advanced technology. There is more improvement in technologies. Advanced technology made communication and share information easier. New technologies entering in our countries. Then better future prospects. Better future prospects for large industries of developing countries to become important players in the international market. That's why it's truly said globalization means integrating the Indian economy with the world economy. First, let me discuss with you about liberalization and privatization. Liberalization means freedom to the producing units from direct or physical controls imposed by the government. Liberalization opened economic borders to foreign companies and investments. Under it, government removed barriers or restrictions. Now, what are those barriers? These are children tariff and non-tariff barriers. Tariff barriers means restriction on imports through high import duty, that is in the form of taxes, and non-tariff barriers means quota restrictions. बेटा टैरिफ बैरियर्स होते हैं जो इंपोर्ट ड्यूटीज़ यानी कि टैक्सेस की फॉर्म में लगती है, और नॉन टैरिफ बैरियर्स होते हैं जो कोटा रिस्ट्रिक्शंस होती हैं, उन्हें रिमूव किया गया. सो दीज आर नॉन टैक्स रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. इट इज़ रिलेटेड टू क्वांटिटी, दैट इज़ हाउ मच क्वांटिटी कैन बी imported. In order to encourage competitiveness, tariff barriers have been withdrawn on most goods traded between India and rest of the world. Since 2001, the quantitative restrictions on all import items have been totally withdrawn. So, in short, liberalization is removal of unnecessary controls and restrictions like permits, licenses, quotas, etc. imposed by the government to encourage economic development, to encourage investment, to increase competition from abroad, to boost industrial production and technology, competitiveness, to increase the Indian goods, to improve in the international markets, to increase the Indian goods, their position in the international markets. Now, what is privatization? It means transfer of ownership, control, and management of public sector enterprises to the private sector. The aim of privatization is to provide strong base to the inflow of foreign direct investment, which improves the financial strength of the economy. Privatization can be done either by withdrawal of ownership from public sector companies by the government itself or by the sale of public sector companies. Public sector enterprises sometimes sell their shares to the private sector when they get continuous losses. This conversion is named as disinvestment. The purpose of sale is mainly to improve financial discipline. It promoted diversification in the production because private sector enterprises are capable of redefining the benchmark of growth. Privatization promotes consumer sovereignty. Consumer sovereignty means consumer king माना जाता है market का. So the topic given in the NCERT as factors that have enabled globalization, liberalization and about privatization are discussed with you. Another one is technology. There is rapid improvement in technology. The past 50 years have seen several improvement in technologies. Let us take example, road making. Children, previously the roads were made by the labor. We can say that labor intensive technique were more in use, but nowadays roads are getting made by the machines. That is, capital intensive technique is more in use. Previously it took more time in the preparation, but labor get employed for so many days क्योंकि सड़क बनने में time लगता था. But nowadays it get prepared in 1 or 2 days according to the area. Or you can say जल्दी तैयार हो जाती है with less use of labor. By this, unemployment rises but production level raise as getting availability of techniques due to that is the reason. Okay, let us take another example about information and communication technology. In recent times we used to for telegrams, चिट्ठी पत्र जिसे कहते हैं, like कबूतर देकर जाते थे. Then we have one telephone service in our area, or you can say particular colony. All the phone calls can be done through one system only in a particular area. But now there is personal cell phones in each and every hand. Moreover, we have mail system, internet facility. Due to the availability of internet facility, fax systems, all these facilities are connecting us with each other. भाई हमने तो व्हाट्सअप, इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर इनके बारे में कभी सुना ही नहीं था. बट नाउ दीज आर सच कॉमन एप्स everyone is using. Even a child in the 3rd standard will tell you everything about it. So it's all about technique. Okay, one more example about transportation system. भाई पहले मकान खाली करना हो तो टेंशन हो जाती थी, 1 week लगेगा गुड्स को शिफ्ट करने में. बट नाउ वी हैव सर्टन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन फैसिलिटीज़. बिना नुकसान के सामान को एक ही दिन में वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस लेके जाना becomes very easy. Like move and trackers transportation helping people in this regards. So children, this is the concept technology. Hope everything is clear to you. Thank you.